Alrighty. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. You guys know sometimes your boy has technical difficulties. So, what's going on with everybody? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Hopefully, you guys are having good sales. Let me make sure. Yep, that's the right camera. Sorry. You guys wonder why I'm poking you in the face. I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right camera here. So, sounds good. All right, good deal. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Sales going okay? How was the weekend for you guys? Tonight's topic is going to be how I went full time and, possibly like what I would do different if I were to do it again, or what type of advice I would recommend for anyone else that's trying to go full time or like make this their predominant stream of income. So, um, I'll wait for a little bit of people to pop up in the chat before we start going over the actual points that I'd like to make. But until then, I'll just go ahead and start saying what's up to everyone that's here in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me tonight. Uh, Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hillary says, "Evening, Marcus. How has your week been?" It's been good. Still grinding. I did start using one of my listers again to try to just get a few extra listings ahead, but I'm still doing I'm still doing 80 a day myself on top of the 40 the lister's doing. Jim says, "Hello, Marcus. Hey, everyone. Hope sales are well." Sales are kind of weird today. Let me see where I'm at for today. Not too great for right now. $266 for the day. 14 orders. Not a good look. Don't know what's going on today, but doesn't really matter. As long as it's not an everyday thing. Let's see here. Jim says have over 1,000 listings on Poshmark, but decided to cross list to eBay to generate hopefully more sales. Already had a couple, so getting positive vibes. Nice. Congratulations on that. eBay is a different platform than Poshmark, so different rules apply. Like you can't put stock photos on eBay. You can't do what else? You can't do stock photos on eBay. There's certain brands you can sell on Poshmark that you can't sell on eBay. Um, you can do different type different title structure on Poshmark, and it really won't affect your sales because Poshmark is based off sharing. So, and then the shipping is different on eBay. So it's kind of a different ball game when it comes down to some of the things, but you can still have success on eBay. Uh, what's up, Craven Cards? How you doing? Mandy says, "Hey Marcus, what's going on?" Danny Pickle Resellers, what's up, bro? How you doing? Let's see. Nisha says, "Hi Marcus and everyone tuning in. What's up, Nisha? How you doing?" Brian Mix Tacky. Hey everyone. Hey Marcus, how you doing, my friend? Al says, "Let's get that cash." Yes, sir. You already know, man. What's up, Rebecca? How are you? Past Life Pickens. Hi everyone. Hey, how you doing? Doing all right. Hopefully everyone is doing well in the chat. Brian says, "What's up, Marcus?" What's up, bro? How you doing, my guy? Christina says, "Hi, Marcus. Hi, resellers." Hello, beautiful Christina. Mo Better Lawn Service. Okay, I like that. That's a clever name. Hello. How you doing? Welcome, Scott. My guy, what's going on, man? How you doing? Uh, Blanca says, "Hey Marcus, I found your channel a few weeks ago and have been binge watching your videos. A lot of great tips. Awesome. Glad to hear that it's helping. Hopefully, this content helps a lot of you guys. Really want you guys to do well. What up? I'm just Key. Long time no see, man. I feel like I ain't seen you in about 2-3 weeks, man, at least minimum. Your store is getting 120 listings a day. No, so today will be the first day that the lister's doing 40 and I'm doing 80. But the lister doesn't do them all. You know what I mean? Like I sent him the photos this morning. He's only on like 13, number 13. So he's like super slow. And he probably won't finish them for 2 days. So I'm just trying to get ahead of the curve because I'm getting ready to go on vacation on Friday. So I kind of need extra listings. No, I'm still going to be launching 50 a day. You guys, so this is the thing, guys. I go sourcing 2 days a week and I take a day off, right? So I do 80 listings 4 days a week. Then I take essentially 3 days off of work. But them days off of work are not full days off of work. It's still very much active work days, right? So like I go sourcing all day on Monday, and then Tuesday, through Thursday, it's eBay, YouTube, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Church, all that stuff. And then on Friday, I do what's up, Sue? On Friday, I do listings in the morning time, so I'll do probably like 40 to 50 just before I can get on the road. And whatever I don't finish, I go to the bins and then I come back Friday night and finish those listings. If I can get the whole 80 in, then I do. But that stuff is exhausting, you know what I'm saying? So I've hired the lister to come in and start doing 40 a day as well. So that way I don't have to do so many listings in a day because, 80 a day by yourself is it's crazy. So, but it's because I take so many days off of work. Um, if I didn't go sourcing 2 days a week, I wouldn't be doing 80 a day. It's the way I need to do it to be able to get as much inventory as possible. Michael says, "What's good, bro? Not a lot. Just chilling. Thanks for the keyword help, my guy. No problem. Hopefully it's helping you guys out." Chris, what's going on? Greetings from Kentucky. Power internet keeps going out. Storms brewing. Yeah, it was raining here all day. It rained yesterday pretty bad too. What's up, Lee? How you doing? Hey, Landon, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming hanging out. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you since I left the Daily Refinement group. Nita, how you doing? Thank you for the late birthday wishes. Dawson says, "Good evening. How do you stay motivated on a slow, bad day? Keep up the good work." If I don't list, I don't pay my bills. So that's motivation enough for me. You know what I mean? Like, this is my main source of income. So if I don't list, bills ain't getting paid. YouTube's not going to pay all my bills. The Patreon's not going to pay all my bills. Amazon affiliate links are not going to pay all my bills. So I'm not going back to a 9 to 5. So I just gotta list. You know what I mean? This is what I've built my career around. So everything that I do is based around me being a reseller. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not a successful reseller, then all this, the YouTube, the Patreon, none of that has any merit. You know what I mean? Because you can get on there and say you're successful, but if you sell 5 items a day, then while that's a level of success, that's not enough for you guys to be following me. If it flips, it ships. What's going on, bro? How you doing? That bear's looking real clean in that picture, bro. Hi, Marcus. Happy belated birthday. Many blessings to the next 40. I'll be blessed if I live another 40 years. That's the goal, though. Health is wealth. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your mom's doing well. Hope the family's doing well. Al says, "Pile, drive down that like button. Get a sell." Yes, sir. You already know. Garden resale. Hello. How have you been? Hopefully you're doing well. No, a lot of people are struggling to make the sales out there, but I think you'll still be fine if you guys just stay consistent. Um, Joe Ebelebe. That's a new name for me. What's going on? How you doing? Or is it a new name? Thanks for the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. Hello everyone. How's it going? It's going. How's it going with you? Marilyn says hello from Arkansas. What up? Hello, Swift 245. Tony, what's going on, bro? Yo, Costa, how you doing? Thomas Taylor, what's going on, man? Uh, Appreciate you coming and kicking it. Marcus, happy belated birthday. Mine is the 25th. Awesome, brother. That's what's up, man. There's a lot of July birthdays popping up in here. Cancer season. What's up, John? How you doing, bro? Hope you've been doing well. Hi, Marcus. Thank you for all the info. Much appreciated. Do you think you'll make more money off of YouTube than reselling in the future? No, I'll never make more money off YouTube than I make off reselling. Never. It's impossible. Even so, like, even some of the big YouTube channels that I watch, like with millions of followers, 1.4 million followers, they only make $10,000 a month on YouTube. That will never touch what I make on eBay. Clifton, what's going on, bro? Alyssa, how you doing? Hello from South Louisiana. Let's go. So, let me get into one of the first things that I feel is important when considering going full time, right? So for me, the first thing I did was just commit to having a consistent listing goal. It only started out at 10 listings a day. But once I set the 10, I never went below that. So even on days that I didn't feel like listing, anybody can list 10 items real quick. You know what I'm saying? So when you set the goal and you make that, even if it's like not a legit, like you wrote this contract out, although it would probably be better if you sat down and wrote a contract and you signed it and you know that if you don't do this, you are a failure. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no like, oh, it's okay. I didn't do my listing goal. No, you signed a contract and you are a failure. That's all there is to it. And I'm sorry if that's blunt or crass or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you don't go to work at your 9 to 5 job, you're going to get written up or you're going to get fired. And you need to treat eBay that way. So while my bluntness may not be everybody's cup of tea, it doesn't matter. That's just really what you got to do. So with that being out of the way, 10 listings a day is what I set myself up to do. And I did. I noticed I lost a few subscribers or not a few viewers when I said that. People don't like to hear the truth, man, but it is what it is. Uh, at the end of the day, if you're not going to hold yourself accountable, nobody else is going to come to your house and check, did you do your listings today, buddy? Nobody's going to do that. So, me, I just told myself I was going to do something and I did. Now, with me getting up to the level of where I'm at now, where I'm doing these listings, 80 a day is still a tough, it's definitely tough. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to know if I don't do all 80 listings, but I will. You know what I'm saying? So, and then obviously you guys can go, well, you can't go to my store to check and see if I did 80, but you can check to make sure I did my 50 listings for the day, which I have not yet. Don't go checking right now because they're not going live till after this video. But with with a promise to yourself and with a promise to your wife or your kids or whatever, um, you can find it in you, even if you don't think you're made of that, to do this consistently. Um, and you just gotta want it pretty bad. So I picked the niche after my when I decided to go full time with this. Because I was an everything seller. And then that's when I dived into the clothing niche because it's what I could find the most of. While I would get up and I would go to the thrift store and my brother worked there, I could get a whole bunch of shoes, but I could never get like 30 shoes a day consistently type of shoe inventory. So I decided that once I was trying to do 30 shoes a day, I didn't really enjoy cleaning 30 shoes a day. It's not the same as throwing, 30 items in the washing machine and then like going on and doing something else during that process. You got to put blood, sweat, and tears into them shoes. Then you got to let them air dry before you can even get your inventory photoed. So I was just like, this is taking all day. I'm not going to do shoes anymore. I decided to only focus on clothing, and every now and then I'll list some hats. But with that being said, niching down on top of picking a consistent listing goal will help you go full time. Now, don't get it twisted because there's tons of full time resellers out there that do everything and they make great money at it. I'm not saying that you can't make good money if you're not niche down. So I don't want you guys to hear something that I'm not saying. Let me get back to some of these comments real quick. Um, Shaquana, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome back from vacation. Ed says, "What's up? What's up, Ed?" He says, "Hey, Marcus, I've been seeing you putting them shorts and them Instagram reels in lately. Hey, man, just found your channel last week. I've learned a lot. Nice. Glad to provide some uh, valuable information. Be sure to hope smash the thumbs up button, everyone. Thank you. Clothing, shoes, and more. How much do you earn a month in profit? No revenue. I don't even know. I don't understand what no revenue means. How much do I earn in a month? Profit, no revenue. I'm not sure what you mean by that, my friend. So I'm gonna base off my assumption off of what I think you're saying. Is you just want to know how much money I take away at the end of the month, like what's mine, and that's like a little over 4,000, between 4 and 5,000 a month. But that's just right now. Um, I I'm putting pretty much all my money right back in the inventory, trying to grow the business. Yes, that's my last name. Did I say it right? I feel like I badgered that. I list 10 a day based on your advice. I'm listening now. Hey, let's go. Great listing material. Listen and list. Marcus, do you list more auction style or buy now? I've done one auction. I never do auctions. I do 5 listings a day right now to start off. Go get it. Nothing wrong with doing 5. I'm just saying if I had a channel that was based off being a reseller, but I only sold 5 items a day, literally not anybody would follow me. I mean, probably, man. There's a lot of resellers out there that sell 5 a day and have like, 50, 60,000 followers. So they probably would follow me, but uh, I just don't. That's not the type of business I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a substantial amount of money so I can change the world. Hey Marcus, do you think you could do a story view on my account? Even though I'm based in the UK, would be nice to get an outside perspective. It's a private account rather than a shop. So you're gonna have to send me a link to a listing on your eBay store to my Instagram so I can try to bring it up. P.O. De Lima says a couple of times you mentioned you were working on your body fat ratio. I remember you saying you wanted to lower it to 11. Do you do that just by changing your diet and exercise? Mainly your diet. Second would be exercise. The best and most optimal type of cardio you can do is walking. And I don't mean like, uh, you know, it just depends on what you start out at. You want to start out at like 8,000 steps a day, and then as you get closer to your goal, you want to increase it. So first thing is just start getting moving and be in a calorie deficit. Probably 2 to 500 calories less than maintenance level will start making a significant change. Now, if you want to split that up, you can do 250 decrease in food, and then you can do a 250 calorie burn by doing cardio. So 250 calories, you should be able to burn that within like less than an hour of walking on a treadmill. It just depends on the incline and the speed that you walk. And then you just cut out 250 calories from your meals, and you should be able to lose a pound a week, possibly 2 pounds a week. It just depends. You'll start seeing results instantly, but once you start hitting a plateau, is when you decrease the food a little bit more and you increase the cardio a little bit more. But it's definitely much more attainable than people think it is. Bring that tough word. Discipline is everything. Yeah, it really is, man. Lee, what's your username? Okay, Hillary's going to try to get one of your listings to me. Thank you. Harold Sicilian says, what's up, man? Someone suggested I check you out to learn the used market so we can grow. Glad to hear the no BS attitude right off the bat. Nice. Well, I appreciate you coming and checking it out. Welcome. Definitely ain't gonna get no BS from me, man. I'm not one of those guys that's gonna like sugarcoat things and like fluff things up and like, oh, it's fine that you didn't do the job. It's not. It's really not. You need to do this and you need to really do it to the best of your ability. So that way you can see the success that you want to. Bells Resells, what's going on? She says, hello, flippers. Hello, fellow flippers. Blanca, with promoted listings on eBay, is there a standard percent you put, or do you go by the suggested? So I do 10%. I don't think that people should promote items without knowing what their break-even number is. So my break-even, like lowest dollar amount that I can take right now and still at least recoup my investment is $3, right? So like I'll break even, I'll be able to take that money and go buy another item. That's $3. So if you promote at $3 with 10%, you can still make the money, or I can still make the money back that I spent. If I promote at 10% and I sell an item for 250, I'm losing money on that sell. So if you're going to promote, I need you guys to know what your bottom dollar amount is, and that way you can base how much you're going to promote your items at. If you want to do 2%, 3%, 4 or 5, all the way up to 10 or whatever, some people go 15, some people do 20%. It just depends. I can't afford those margins because I'm already offering a 25% discount on certain items, so I can't then turn around and give a 20% promoted listing rate. You know what I mean? Because then I'm not going to make very much money at the end of the day. And so I would just figure out what 2% means as far as like in your business, how much that leaves you with, and try it out at the lowest amount, which is 2%, and go from there if you want to increase it. I've been uploading more frequently, more opportunity to make content, and I'm 21 away from 1K, so putting a little more effort. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. Isn't profit revenue? Man, I don't know, man. I'm from the streets. Probably. You earn 4K a month on eBay, like profit, you keep it. Yeah. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Cheers, Marcus. What's up, Travis? How you doing, bro? How do I send it via private message on YouTube, bro? No, you'd have to do it on Instagram. Hmm. Is this you? Like it, buy it, love it? Yep. Just send me a active listing from your store through here. Let's see here. Revenue equals income. Okay. Thank you for the education. See, I don't know everything, and I definitely don't try to act like I do. How many items do you currently have in your store? I don't know, like 82. Let's see. 8201, and I got a new offer. Let's see if I can make it 8200. Yeah, yeah, I'll take it. 8200 active active orders or items. Jay, what's going on, bro? Rob, what up? Lee, do you use it? Okay, so there it goes. Are you excited to eventually move closer to the bins, more sourcing? Will this happen sooner than later, hopefully? I am excited. I am very, very excited. Um, this will not happen soon. It's going to be like within the next 2 years, unfortunately. What's up, Yolanda? How you doing? Hi, Miss Lachey. How you doing? Hey, love your channel. What is your average sales price? Super duper low. Let's see. Oh man, who got this crap again? Hang on a second. Average sales price is $19.70, which it fluctuates all the time. So usually it's around $20. No, you got to send me the link. Copy and paste the link, not the listing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, can you share a listing? Also, the promotion fee is based on the total sale, just like final value fees. Yeah, I had 2 days last week where my impressions dropped from over 150K a day to 3,000. Found out my promo listing campaign had stopped. Crazy. One thing like that can take your whole store. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I've never had my listings go from 150,000 down to 3,000. That's a significantly crazy drastic drop. That's 147,000 impressions. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. That's crazy. Where you from? I'm getting a Brooklyn vibe. Bro, you're so off. I'm from Missouri, the middle of the state, middle of the United States. Finally caught alive. Keep up the grind, brother. Just got to a point where my wife is full time with me as well, starting Friday. That's what's up, man. That's major right there, man. I'm trying to be like that, man. Absolutely. What's up, Secondhand USA, Florida? Welcome. Fitness B is a member of our Patreon. Be sure to hit the thumbs up so you make sales. Yeah, man, I got something going on with the algorithm. If you hit the thumbs up button, you will get a sale. Hey, Marcus, glad to finally catch you live. I live in the same town as you. Keep hoping I'll run into you at one of the thrift stores or Walmart. Happy to know there's a YouTuber here. So, welcome, Tim. Appreciate it. I never go to Walmart. This is why I'm banned from Walmart for my ex wife stealing from there while I was with her. So, I can't go into Walmart. You'll never see me there unless you go to Little Walmart because they don't know me there. Haha. And I don't go to the thrift stores around here because they suck. Uh, I started converting to the inventory system you use. Luckily, I only have 120 listings on eBay right now. So it should be easier going forward. Thanks for the SKU document link. Big help. I'm glad it worked out for you. A lot of people say it works. Some people do say they have problems with it, but I'm glad that it's working out for you. It's going to be a game changer for you to do it now than to wait till later. Like I waited till I started doing clothing to switch over to it. But I had, by the time that I waited till I niched down on clothing, I had a good 15 totes full of clothes at that point. So it was already a nightmare. Kind of a different question, but any tips on how to avoid physical pains while listing, photographing? Lots of wear on the body at the end of the day, especially the bins in photographing 50 plus items. So, unfortunately, the only thing that you're going to be able to do is get you like a fatigue mat and some decent sneakers to take photos in. Like try some on clouds or Hokas or some type of stability shoe with uh, a fatigue mat, like the soft, squishy mats you can stand on top of that, and then get you one of these standing desks. So if your back starts hurting, you could take the photos and everything. Then you could either sit down or you could either stand up while you list. So that's the best thing that I've been able to see so far. If you need more help, you're welcome to message me on Instagram. I'm on my phone, so bear with me. No, no, it's okay. You can still share a link from. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So I'm gonna go to my eBay store, right? So you go to just go to your active listings, right? Active listings. See the little three dots right there? You tap it. See this little button right here with the triangle thingy? You tap that. It's gonna tell you to copy link. It's copied. Now I can send this to you. So that's how you do it, buddy. I'm gonna send it to you just to show you. Boom. Um, let's see. On the edge of quitting my job and doing this full time, everything starting to turn into a tattletale fest, and I'm better than what you do here. Type in employment, fed up with it. Yeah, I know somebody else going through some struggles at work, man. It's best to work for yourself. Jay Wonders, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hey, just followed you from Canada. Whoa, nice. Gonna start reselling. You don't sell yet? That's crazy that you're here and you're not a seller yet. That's awesome. Hopefully I can watch you grow, help you with any questions you might have. Um, this channel is all about helping resellers grow. Have you ever heard of the Missouri Boat Ride? Well, which one? There's the one that you can go on like in St. Louis at the riverfront. I've heard of that one. It's fixed now, back to normal. Had to go in and refresh to all my listings. Took a day to recover. Well, that's good. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Tim Ward says, wish we could start a small resellers group here in our town with you as our leader. Always lots of questions and situations come up. We're few and far between here in our town. There's actually quite a few resellers in this town. Don't let it get you confused because we live in a small town, bro. But when you go to those thrift stores all the time and you start to see the people, like especially at Goodwill, like the ones hanging out at that back door, like waiting on new carts to come out, the vultures, yeah, those are the resellers. And then you start seeing them at all the yard sales. Like there's a nice little squad of them around here, but I just stick to myself, man, do my own thing. I have about 400 active listings and still do the bin storage by type of clothes. What do you recommend me doing? I want to start the number system you do. So the best and most optimal thing you can do is just buy you a shelf and some boxes and start with the new inventory first. As you're adding the new inventory into the new inventory system, you can then take a bin and convert 10, 20, a whole bin a day if you want to, but just slowly convert them all over to the new bins, to the new inventory system as you move along, right? You don't want to take all that on in one day, or you could do it all in one day. It just depends on how much space you got to work with. What I did was I just did a few a day, 10, 20 a day, and put them in the new inventory system. And now I gave up on it, and I still have like one full bin of old stuff from the inventory system that's not or never will be in the inventory system. Um, what's up, Bryce? And I forgot your wife's name. I'm sorry, but welcome. Thanks for the happy birthday wish. Do you suggest steaming, ironing clothes, or do you not do that? I don't do none of that. I don't do anything special with clothes, guys. Like barely do I lint roll stuff. I just don't have the time for that. Doing 80 a day, like I throw it in the washing machine. However it comes out is how it's going up. You know what I mean? I lay the clothes flat. This is about as ironed as it's gonna get right here. Let me take this off the screen. So the weight makes the clothes like press down on top of each other. That's about as ironed out as things are gonna get right there. Um, I don't got time to be steaming anything. I probably would. I've never done it even at a small level, so it probably doesn't even matter how big I get. It's never something that I've done. Let's see. Claudia says, "Thank you for all the info you share. You are amazing. Thank you." Jay Water says, "Haven't been as active reselling, hoping to get some tips and motivation to get me back on track." Well, you came to the right place. Um, Higher Truths. Hi, Marcus. Ever thought about having all your inventory brought to you? Considering the amount of volume you use each day, it should be possible before the 2 year move near the bins. Thanks for the live. Yeah, I've thought about it, but who am I going to get to bring me inventory for as cheap as I'm getting it? You know what I mean? Everybody that I everybody that I know that was trying to sell me inventory like on Instagram or like through YouTube and stuff like that wanted like 650 an item or like $8 an item and then like shipping on top of that. So like I'm paying $1.48 per item right now. Like if I was to do that, man, like it would have to be all like $30 items and up. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody's gonna pick out all good items and send them to me. So if somebody can do that for me, then yeah, I'll take it. I'm all about it. I would like to not have to go to the bins every week. The Josie Wells, yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't got any experience with it. How was your birthday? I worked, and then I went bowling and went to Applebee's with my pastor and my twin brother because we got the same birthday, and got slaughtered. I did horrible. I suck at bowling. I lost real bad. It's still just a photo of the item, Lee. You have to send the link to it, or else I can't go there. Uh, Cyril says, "What's up, Big Marcus? What's up, man? How you doing, bro?" Hi, hey Heather, how you doing? Coming in for a bit before my workout. Get it in, then burn those calories. Brittany, okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm such a bad friend. Joe says you probably discussed this before, but could you share the measurements for your photo stand, please? Or if there is a video, could you share? It's in a video somewhere, but I'll just tell you the measurements for it. It's 4 by 5, 4 feet wide, 5 feet tall. It came in a sheet. It's actually insulation. Uh, it's foam insulation board from Lowe's. You can get it from Home Depot, like Pink Panther insulation board. And it comes in sheets of 8 feet tall by 4 feet wide, and it's just a foam board, right? This is aluminum foil on the side and 2 inches thick, and I just got this sheet fabric from Joann's Fabric, and then so there's also hang on. Let me get this off the screen because this is an important part of it. People don't understand. This little clamp right here is what keeps the board from sliding off the table. See? So if you don't have this clamp right here, it's going to fall off because I have it just leaning up against the wall. So it's literally nothing special at all. It's a foam board leaning up against the wall. So I hope you guys heard what I was saying because I wasn't near the microphone. Super simple. It costs like $40 for everything. The fabric was the most expensive part of it all. I got like the fabric from Joann's Fabric. Do not use that. You can just buy you a thick Sherpa blanket or like some type of fabric that has like grit to it that will grip a fabric. You don't want to use like the slick polyester. Your clothes will slide right off of it. Oh, there's another important part. On the back of the board, like on the back side of the board, right? The board slants like this. I took a screw and I screwed it in the back side of the board with fishing twine wrapped around the screw. And I hook the fishing wire on the front side of the board. And that's what I hang my hanger on. It's invisible, pretty much. You can't see it. Hopefully that helps. Yep, you're welcome. My plan is to head to St. Louis Benz twice 1 week, then Gary Benz twice the next. Gary Benz are packed high. Yeah, from what I gather, Gary Benz like blow St. Louis Benz out of the water. I would not waste my time with St. Louis Benz unless you just want to go for the experience, but get there early so you can get a cart because they run out of them. Does neutral feedback make my? I got 5 neutral feedback in the last week, so no. One of them is actually positive feedback. I don't even know. People just be throwing stuff up. Happy belated, by the way, bro. My bad. Yesterday, or not yesterday, but the 16th is my sister's birthday too, man. So happy belated. Wish we had Ben's here. That would be an experience. Paul Gonzalez or Raul Gonzalez. Oh, better. All right, hang on a second, bro. I was really trying to help Lee out because he's in the UK. I'll get to yours in a second. Do you have your mom wash certain items or everything gets tossed into the wash apart from your pro? So like if I remember that something needs to like be washed and like not dried, like I'll tell her. But by the time I get back from the bins, like my mind is not on them clothes no more. So like I literally forget, and she just throws everything in the washing machine. She separates it by color, or she separates the button downs from everything else because she has to button the buttons. That's part of the deal, and she has to check the pockets. But every anything other than that, she's not doing nothing special. She throws a scoop of OxyClean in the washing machine with all the items, and whatever comes out stain wise comes out, and whatever stays in gets listed that way. And that's about it. She folds everything up. She buttons all the buttons, and she folds it in IKEA bags to keep the wrinkles out of it. But she smokes a ton of illegal substances, so she bags it up in trash bags so it doesn't smell like smoke, and then sits them in a totally different room, and then I come get them as fast as I can, so it doesn't smell when I go get them. I appreciate the interactivity with the phone showing us setup tonight. Super helpful, no problem. Do you use daylight bulbs in your lights for photos? Yes, I do. I actually did just buy some new lights though off Amazon for what's it called? Amazon Prime Day. I bought some new lights. I just haven't put them together yet because I'm really wanting to move this stuff out of here. So I'm going to start doing next week when I get back from vacation. I'm moving the photo setup to my warehouse where I do everything at, and I'm going to try to keep everything there and just get it out of my house. Buy another camera. I think the connection over there is garbage. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream from over there, but I'll still be doing the lives though from the house. Good day. Finally made a live. Greetings from Australia. Nice. I like that AI generated thumbnail you got there. Wow, that's wild that you and your brother have birthdays on the same day. Happy birthday to both of you. Is he interested in reselling yet? Yeah, he tried it, but he got himself in a little bit of trouble, and now he just works at a thrift store. Set the photo. Still didn't work, buddy. Video feed is crystal clear with no hiccups from California. Streaming nicely. Nice. Yes, sir. No problem. Toot your ching since we got on your live. Nice. That's from hitting that thumbs up. Told y'all I got something going on with the algorithm. I got a neutral for a 60-year-old handheld AM radio. No antenna, poor reception. Was designed without an antenna, sold for $424 plus shipping. Yeah, people be tripping, man. Where are you going for your vacation? I'm actually going to your neck of the woods. I don't know what part of Florida you live in, but I'm going to Orlando. So that's where I'm going. Let's pull up my guy Raul's store link that he sent me. I be having so many like message requests in here that I'm not even aware of. Okay. Let me share the screen. I was on my Patreon call this morning doing doing a story view, and I wasn't even sharing the screen. And I'm just over here talking up a storm, and they're like, "Bro, you're not sharing the screen." I'm like, my bad. Okay. Vintage Hound Ears Golf Club unisex embroidered strapback, adjustable with rope, adult cap USA. So, Raul, I don't know exactly what you are wanting to know about this listing, but I could try and tell you if this listing is good, or I can check out your store in general. So, Vintage Hound Ears hat is how I would call this. Vintage Hound Ears, I guess that's the golf club. So, Vintage Hound Ears hat, men's, I wouldn't call it unisex, men's embroidered strap back hat, or you can do, come on, man. This is why I don't like doing story views on live, because my computer glitches up like this. Vintage hound ears golf hat, golf club hat, men's strap back adjustable. I would leave the W and the / out of it, and I will put cap with hat. So I know that doesn't make sense. Vintage hound ears golf club hat, cap, strap back, adjustable with rope, or not with the word rope, but rope, or you could just call it a rope hat. Come on, man. Starting to get angry. No, I'm just playing, but still, $9.99 is probably too low for this. Let's see. Made in the USA. Yeah, I don't know how long you've had this listed for. I would definitely raise the price on this to at least $20. Um, Great condition description. $4.99 for shipping that's pretty fair. Free 30-day free returns, nice. I like that. I would also not put this in the unisex adult category. Welcome to Khaleesi Ray. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Pre-owned shipping is lightning fast. We ship within 1 day. Payment is received. Your hat cap purchase. So all this looks good. Thanks for checking out our listings. Don't hesitate. Okay, so let's go to your store. See what you got going on. How many do you list today? And Averex is on the Vero list. So nice. There you go, Lee. I got you, bud. This is on the Vero list. I don't know how long you've had it up, but they will Vero you. This brand is no bueno. But now, with that being said, everybody speeds, but not everybody gets caught. So you can leave it up if you want to, but I don't recommend anybody sell this brand. I'm not even going to give you any feedback on it because I don't want you selling it. Champion. So this, I would just say Champion sweater, women's extra small. I would spell out extra small. Blue. I don't know where you're getting the white from. This is called Marled, MARLED. Champion sweater, women's extra small, blue, quarter zip. I wouldn't even put long sleeve in there. I would put athletic, athleisure, outdoor, sportswear, anything of the sort. I would put performance down here as well too. You don't need to put I know it's called Champion Performance. You don't need to put that up there because no one has ever gone and said, "Let me go pick up a Champion Performance fleece." they're always going to say, let me go get a champion fleece. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just not, it's not an important detail enough for it to go in the front of the title, because you want to title your items the way that someone's going to search for it. So if they're going to search for it, then I type mine champion fleece, or you title yours champion performance fleece. Mine's probably going to rank higher than yours, which means I'll probably get the sale before you do. $12.95 is a great price. $4.99 is too low for shipping. Um, there's not geometric. This is just, call it solid. Um, Collared. This is not collared. Call it mock neck. Activewear. I don't know. I'm assuming you copied this listing off of someone, or if you did, make it yourself. Just know that you can't do stuff like this. Poly spandex blend. You can't do that. You can't create something that's not on the list. So I will put polyester and spandex. I would not type those in. I would check those boxes, and it's just going to show up all the, like this right here, gym and training, that's a box. Running and jogging, that's a box. Yoga, that's a box. All three of these boxes are checked. You want to do the same thing with that with the contents. So whatever, if you determine that you want to check every material that's inside that garment, check all the boxes. Usually I'll just pick polyester blend or cotton blend. I don't got time to be trying to go in there and pick every single material content that's on there. I just take a picture of the tag. Um, but all this, you don't have to do this. This is a waste of your time. All this right here is a waste of your time when you could just put it in the photos, which you've already got it in the photos. So why do it twice? Why type out what's in the photos? Just put, please refer to photos for measurements, and leave it as a blurb. Like, you don't have to change this ever. But I would not re-put the brand. I would not re-put the size or any of this. This is all fine right here. This looks good. Everything else looks good inside the listing. So you just need a little bit of work on your title structure. Um, Tommy Bahama. I would do Tommy Bahama shirt, men's large, spell out the word. You don't even have to put vertical striped. Tommy Bahama shirt, men's large. What color is this? You don't have the color in there. And this photograph is kind of hard to determine. So multicolored pattern. So Tommy Bahama shirt, men's large, multicolored striped denim or striped button down denim shirt, or whatever the case may be. Um, you can put, I wouldn't even call this preppy. I would call this more like Southwestern, it looks like. Um, Western maybe, because of the way that pattern is on there. $12.95 is too low. $5.95 shipping is fair. Let's see. Theme, dark shade dressy. Don't know what that is. You created that, or the person you sold similar off of created that. That's not something you want to have in there. Let's see. Everything else looks good. But all this right here you don't have to have. You definitely, I don't know how long you're spending on this part of your process right here, but it's overkill. And I assume you might have all this stuff written down somewhere for you to like to have quick access. That part of your process is making your process longer too. Don't, I'm not going to tell you don't. I think it's a waste of time to create a spreadsheet, put all your inventory in a spreadsheet, build a listing, and then go to your spreadsheet, copy and paste, and when none of this is even necessary. So like, you can list probably 5 more items a day if you stop doing all the stuff you're doing. But you're picking up good items, just price them accordingly, and change your title structure. So let me get back to this chat real quick, and then I'll pop into Lee's store. I'm probably so far behind. Let's see. Y'all heard the man hit the thumbs up. Okay, I'm from Hollywood, Florida. Orlando is too hot. That summer, stay inside. Yeah, not staying inside, but I'm definitely going to experience the heat, that's for sure. Buckeye State Flips, hey, how's it going? Just started watching you a week ago. Love your content. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's up, Johnny Swag? How you doing, bro? Let me get some of that coffee. Be ready for the super heat down here in Florida. I live in South Florida and it's an oven. Yeah, I won't be wearing no hoodies down there, that's for sure. I'm in Daytona Beach area, about an hour from Orlando. Are you going to the Bends in Orlando? Would like your opinion on it. Yeah, I plan to. I'll let you know. FYI, one of the 3 thrift stores here in our town is moving, so now everything in the store is $1. Next week it will be $2. Two for $1. What store is that? Do you sell PacSun? Yes. It doesn't sell the greatest, but I list it. Did you ever get into selling leather products? If so, how well do those do? I've only sold like a few, and they were like, Harley jackets and things like that, that have a good enough reputation to sell. They will sell if you get the right item and you keyword it the correct way. Um, if you get a bomber, like leather bomber jacket or something like that, and you title it Dean Winchester, like the dude from Supernatural, you got your $100 jacket on your hands, even if it's not even the greatest brand. It's crazy, man. Does anyone know other sites besides eBay to sell unused medicine? I don't know anything about that. I wouldn't even I would not sell unused medicine at all. Um, it's just a risk, especially if you get it. Say you got it listed for like 2 months before the expiration date, and then it expires. eBay's automatically going to know that it's expired, and you're going to get a Vero. They hit me with it before. It was just over the counter, like gas medicine or something like that, and it expired. No, it was Sucrets, and it expired. I got them from Buffalo Picker, and they expired before they sold, and I got a Vero. Thanks so much for this insightful review. Super helpful to us new eBay sellers. You're welcome. I'm gonna do another one before I get off here. What's up, Rat Dog? How you doing? Got 2 new postal workers at my little post office. I cannot get them to understand I'm not bringing them a scan sheet. It does nothing for me. Regular postal worker on vacation, 1.5 month. Dang, that's tough. Just tell them it's your job. Like you are required by eBay to get each item scanned in individually. Like just tell them that's what you need them to do. And if they don't, and I know you're probably not going to want to after they've been difficult for you. If they don't do it, buy them a $5, $10 Starbucks card and like, look, I understand you don't want to do this, but this is what I need you to do, and it's your job. So this is all I can do to get you to sweeten the deal, but I need you to do this for me. Like you have to get them to scan it, no matter what. They need to scan your items. Uh, The store review you did, I noticed a lot of cap letters. I've always heard eBay doesn't like that. What do you think? Yeah, I don't capitalize any letters. I was doing acronyms, and I stopped doing that because I just read an article that said they don't want you to do that either, which I can share that in a moment too. ADH Dave lives near Orlando. I'll have to hit him up, tell him to come see me. Dave's a good dude. Okay, so I'm going to share this screen real quick. Now, this is the private Discord I run with Bo, so you guys aren't going to be finding this stuff anywhere. But let's see, resources. Where's that? This thing right here tells you to not use acronyms or don't add the word new to your titles. Adding acronyms to titles decreases sales. So no, new with tags and new in box. Come on, man, go on somewhere. So look at this without acronyms, the search, and then look at the search ranks for new in box and new with tags and OEM. Look at how much lower it is than titles without acronyms. So I've stopped doing it. And caps, I've just never done that. Oh, the safe house is moving. Where are they moving to? Dude, I went there though. I got everything was on sale for a quarter, man. There was nothing but garbage in there. But I tried to get them to sell me bulk, but they would not. They said somebody else comes and gets all their recycling. When you go to vacation, do you have a backup plan with eBay store? You use Draft Bank? What about shipping? I'm gonna extend handling time. No VTG for vintage either. If I run out of space, I might consider doing it, but I've been spelling out vintage every day since I've read that article. Um, when I go on vacation, I'm going to extend my handling time, and I'm going to extend my handling time and still launch listings from the draft bank every day. And I'm going to just message the buyers and be like, hey, look, I'm getting back on. I'm only going to be gone for 4 days. So essentially, it's just going to, whatever sells on Friday won't be going out Monday, it'll be going out Tuesday. So that's the only difference. Um, so it's just being extended by a couple days. Yep, there's the link. Hillary shared the link. So where acronyms are concerned, how about HTF? And the one a lot of people will use is vintage. I don't know what HTF is, but I just told you that any acronyms are not recommended. So, I mean, you can do them. It's not going to stop you from selling items. You can do whatever you want to. Because so many people do it and stuff. I'm selling items today that have acronyms in the title. It's not going to stop items from selling. It's just going to reduce your appearance in the search results. You'll still be shown. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to make or break your business. So it's not the end of the world. Hard to find. See, I'm so not with the acronyms. I didn't know what FTW meant last week, and I know it's for the win because I had so many people tell me. Even my twin brother's like, it's for the win, bro. Time to grind the next 2 weeks and get sales up. Stay blessed. Keep God first. Thanks for the tips and information. Keep up the good work. Absolutely, bro. So let's hop into Lee's story view. Okay. Uno momento. Hmm. Okay, here we go. So this is Lee's store. I'm gonna just go to your other items. You got 455 items. Nike polo shirt. So right off the flip, Nike shirt, men's white, extra large spelled out, polo. England rugby, long sleeve. You don't need long sleeve in there. I would try to use more keywords that actually explain this item to the buyer that's looking for it. Um, there's no need to explain that it's long sleeve when someone can see that it's long sleeve from looking at it. Um, and I would probably lead with the rugby team. So this is an England rugby team, I assume, because I don't know anything about rugby. Um, so I'll probably lead with the team first and then put Nike back here where you got England rugby at. Um, then free amount confirmed it. Oh, okay. Don't know nothing about that. So I know that for you being in England, 1830 is the international. So I'm not even going to say anything about that. Um, no returns accepted is very, hear me out when I say this, it's kind of foolish because all I got to do, now I assume this is telling me no returns because I'm in America. But if you're doing this to people that are domestic with you and they can't send items back, they're going to force returns with INADs. I know, like, if you were to go to my store, it's going to tell you I don't accept returns either, but I do. And I accept free returns. So, free returns do a couple things. They protect you from negative feedback. They also protect you from, uh, no, I'm sorry. They also give you a 10% discount on final value fees. So every time you sell an item that has free shipping, or not free shipping, but free returns and 1 day handling time, you are qualified for a top rated plus. Those top rated plus sales get you a 10% discount on final value fees, which then in return protects you from the free returns that you do, or pays for the free returns that you do, which then in turn protect you from the negative feedback. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, guys. Rugby union is the game type. Extra large men, national teams, adults. So rugby union is the sport. I don't know what the team is though. I figured they would have the team in there too. You need to put the team first. Let's go to another item. Tommy Hilfiger jacket. Tommy Hilfiger jacket, women's black medium. So I would say women's medium black puffer. I would take designer out of here because while Tommy's like designer, it's not designer. You know, like nobody's like, I gotta go get a Tommy to walk down the runway. You know, so get the designer out of there and probably place it with like Hmm. You got puffer. Let's see what else you could put in here. This is a woman, so I would probably put like Gort core or like classic core or a norm core or what else? Hmm. Outdoor. Um Probably like casual too, something like that. Um and I don't know if this is vintage. If this is truly vintage, which it could be, I would put vintage at the front of the title. Vintage Tommy Hilfiger jacket. So just switch black and medium out. Um, and I don't think that's quilted. Quilted is like a diamond type pattern. Get rid of this dot right here. Don't do that. Whatever that is, I don't know what that is. That's not good. No pattern. Don't put that in there either. Don't create item specifics. Um, just leave it blank before you make something up. That's gonna. And I know there's a lot of people out there that say just fill out everything. You don't have to fill out everything. You only have to fill out what's applicable and what helps the item sell. Um, Raul lives in Ocala, about an hour and a half from Orlando. I keep myself fairly busy with a lawn business, pressure wash business. Nonetheless, myself, blah, blah, blah. I just found out that Ocala was the horse capital of the United States, or the horse something capital of the United States. I thought it was Kentucky. All right, Raul, thanks for the info, brother. This is good right here. I would not re-put the title down here because it's already up here. And I would list from the computer and not do this right here. And I would put whatever flaws are on the item underneath the title for the condition description. Um, Name has been written on label. That would go under the title for me. Um, See photos for measurement. That's good. Please note items are pre-loved and often vintage. So that's great right there. That's really great line right there. Anything significant will be shown in the images. Please review these items carefully. These carefully. Yeah, great. That's how you should do all your listings right there. What you just did there. So, I remember looking at this barber jacket quite some time ago for you. Um, maybe you're gonna have to. Maybe you're gonna have to lower that price because that was like 2 months ago and you still haven't sold it. Horse capital of the world, yeah. Barber jumper, Levi's coat, sweetener world tour. So I mean, you're picking up good items. I feel like this Levi's coat is a little cheap. I don't know what the pounds convert to, but I feel like some of these prices are a little low. Some of them are a little high. Like I can't sell Calvin Klein pants for much more than 15, so that's good. Armani, that's probably right. That's right too. Adidas. So everything's looking good. Just make sure you're not doing this. Like adult green medium, do adult medium green. Gant jumper, men's extra large, green, cotton pullover, long sleeve V-neck logo sweatshirt. I would put Gant jumper because that's what you guys call sweatshirts. Men's extra large, green pullover. I would say V-neck, and then I would just keyword the crap out of this to what applies to it. This actually looks like a sweater to me, so I would call it a sweater too, or put that word in there because I mean maybe you guys call sweaters jumpers as well, so you can do that. Um, and I think you're looking good. How many items are you selling uh, a day? I'm actually, oh crap. Sorry, guys. I'm actually over my time, so let me try and catch up on this chat and then I'll hop out of here. Appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. Where in the title would you put descriptive words like preppy or boho? After the brand, the item type, the gender, the size, and the color. Then I will put keywords. So it doesn't matter as long as it's after all that. Vintage is an item specific option, so you can use the space in the title for another keyword. That's up to you. I definitely put it in the title just because I'm selling used clothing and people look for a vintage Nike shirt all the time. So, I mean, it definitely depends on the category, but in the clothing category, I would think, especially if it's a desirable type of vintage item, you want it in the title. Because people are going to use that type. They're going to look for a vintage keyword or vintage whatever item. What's up, Sal? How you doing, bro? But like I said, man, that's just the way that I do it, and that's the way that I've been taught to do it, and that's the way that I've seen thousands and thousands of vintage items move out of my store. So that's the way I do it. Safe House thrift stores moving on Independence to across from Orchlands. Okay, all right. So kind of still the same area, just not over there in the weeds like it is. I've found that when researching search terms that people are typing in, they aren't abbreviating things or using acronyms. Most just type in simple words like men's blue shirt or vintage hat. Exactly. Yep. And then you can also check Google Trends. Google Trends will tell you how people search for things. Um, and that's really, how you can find a lot of valuable information. I have some really old listings. I want to delete it. Does it affect my store ratings or anything? It depends. Will the item sell if they were listed properly, or um, the prices dropped or whatever? Because if they would still sell and you can sell that item, I will go ahead and try to sell the item. Um, but if it's old, like really old, like 2 years, 3 years old, and it hasn't sold, then it's probably bringing your store metrics down, and you would be okay if you took them out of there because it's going to increase your sell through rate. Title and item specifics are both searchable, so you don't have to double dip. But this article that I did share earlier said that item specifics in the title does increase your sell through. So you can do it if you want to. You don't have to. You could call it a bomber jacket. Yeah, you could call it a bomber jacket. How you doing, Hell's Canyon Resale or Hustle? I haven't seen you in a long time. What is the size of the board that you use for your pictures? As I went over earlier, it's 4x5. Thank you, Hillary. Um, Keep asking those questions. Absolutely. Lee says, appreciate that, Marcus. Will take the advice and get it implemented. I was selling between 3 and 5 items a day until I went on holiday and sales tanked. Yeah, going away does hurt your sales. I don't really understand why people want to refute that. Now, there's going to be people that put their store on time away and do absolutely a-okay when they turn it back on. Then there's going to be the vast majority of people that turn their store back on and their sales tank. I don't understand why. That's just how it is. Is everybody going to have that same result? No, not at all. Some people turn their store off and they sell more items on vacation mode than they ever sold while they weren't out on vacation mode. And then they turn their store back on and they sell just as many as they did on vacation, and then it tapers off. Um, it is what it is. It's just part of the game. So like if you put your store on time away mode, or even if you extend your handling time, be aware that you do take a chance at slowing down the traction you've built up, which is why I don't put my store on time away mode. All good here. Just decided to pop in. Thank you. Let's see. Clifton says, "What do you use to edit your videos?" It's called VideoPad. It costs money. Don't use it. I would learn how to use something free like DaVinci Resolve is free. It's what a lot of YouTubers use these days. It's very good software. I just don't have time to stop doing what I'm doing to learn how to use it. Over 120 people and only 64 likes. Come on, everyone, hit that thumbs up. They heard that I said that reselling was difficult, or that reselling took discipline, and they didn't want to like it. What's up, Ben? How you doing? Which brings me to one more point before I get off here. In order to go full time on eBay, you're gonna have to have patience. That's probably the most biggest thing besides like actually listing your items. The amount of items that you agree on is just doing that until it starts paying off. If you start listing, let's say you do 10 a day, right? And you do that for 2 weeks, and then you go down to doing listings every other day and you're only doing five now, you're not going to have any traction like you want to, because you're changing the game up. You're telling eBay that you don't know what you're doing, like not as far as you don't know how to list an item, but you're telling them you don't know how many items you want to sell a day. So hold off a minute until I figure it out. And that's what eBay's going to do. They're not going to send you the traffic that you deserve because you're not doing what you told them you would do. So pick a goal and stick with it. How do you use Google Trends to inform your eBay? Can you do a screenshot? I never really used it before. You just go to googletrends.com. You type in the trend that you're looking for. So I just go to Google Trends. So let's just say we're looking for men's jeans. Now we can see by, this is just the past day, how much search activity is going on for men's jeans. 100 searches minimum. I don't know exactly what the metrics are on this. It looks like 100 searches at least for the search term men's jeans, which I'm sure there's a lot more than that. Than we could do in the past 12 months. And then you could see that men's jeans searches peak in November, which most clothing that is due for like colder seasons peaks in November. Almost every men's category there is, or winter clothing item, jackets, fleeces. We can do this for men's jackets. It's going to do the same thing. November. See, we can do the same thing with men's sweatshirts. It's going to do the same thing. I spelled men's wrong. November kind of really peaks between November 20th to December 11th to the 17th. So you got a bigger curve on sweatshirts. You can do the same thing for women's. November. So if you notice the trends, it starts going up in July. So right now you might want to start listing women's sweatshirts. September is going to shoot up. In October, it's going to kind of just do its thing. And then November is going to shoot up again. And then it's going to drop off after January. So if you see right now, this is where we are in this little slump. July is going to start picking up here, July 31st to August. So I've been picking up this type of stuff all year round, but you can just get on here and do that, and you'll be amazed at what type of information you guys find. So the information's out there, guys. Like, how to do this is out there. You just got to be willing to actually try it out. Marcus, have you been listing your heavier items with both priority and ground advantage since they upped the weight limit possible, or do you do one or the other? So I'm still doing a flat rate of $8.95 for priority items, and I'm still doing a flat rate of $6.50 for ground advantage. Heavier jackets that don't fit in a padded or in a flat rate envelope, I'm doing $14.95 for big bulky jackets like Carhartts and stuff like that. Everything else is still going to everything else is going the two methods I already showed. Can you do more live sourcing videos? No, they're extremely difficult and very, very inconvenient for me to do, only for them to not perform that well. So I know that sounds cruel, but it hurts my business to do the videos, the sourcing videos. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. You just asked a question and I answered it. I'll be full-time next year, just hanging on to my job until I'm vested. If you are working a full-time job in eBay, you stop typing. Okay. Google Trends, yeah, it's just googletrends.com. Thanks. I see it. Can you tell what is popular in a season or a month? Yep. Yeah. What's up, Leroy? How you doing, bro? What's up, Joe? How are you doing, bro? If you're working full time and trying to list every day, it's hard. Plus, you have to give time to your loved ones. I try to do a minimum of 5 a day, but if I don't, I don't. That's true. That's extremely true. Especially, like women that have kids and like are married and stuff like that. You do got to give love to your loved ones and your kids and stuff like that. So definitely be mindful of that. Hopefully, your significant other is understanding and maybe try to help you get your job done a little quicker so you can spend some time with them. Let's see. How often do you drink alcohol? I don't do anything that's a substance. I'm totally sober. So never. All good, bro. I understand. Now I do them. The flipping genius. I do them. Usually here lately, it's been like once every 2 weeks. Sometimes once every Friday. It just depends on how busy I get in there, and honestly, it depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm not feeling it, and like there's a lot of people being jerks at the bins, because that's the reason why I can't film. I used to film all the time at the bins, but people don't like being on camera. People don't want to be in your clips. They don't want to, you know what I mean? So like I gotta be all like covert about it and like find a corner to go like film all my footage in, and it's not really like authentic. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like it. It's not like just me going to a yard sale and like thrifting some stuff out of somebody's house. It's totally inconvenient. Um, Hey, Marks, when selecting gender, when would you list an item as an adult rather than men's or women's? So, when it's going to be an adult in my store, this is what I do. It depends on if it's a men's garment, right? But it's like kind of like girly looking, or it's like clearly it's a men's size. Like the shape, the cut of it, it's like on a comfort colors tag or something like that, but it might have like a questionable graphic on it, I'm going to call it adult. Because nowadays, and not to be offensive to anyone, but people wear each other's clothes all the time now, and I can't tell what's meant for who. So I put adult in there so that way a woman can come to the men's category and buy a shirt. I don't know very many men that are actually, unless that's your lifestyle, are going to the women's section looking for a unisex shirt. So I'll put adult in the title in a men's category for unisex items, and I'll still leave it in the men's department. Um, that's about the only time. Like if it's a vintage item and I can't determine what target audience this is going for, I'm just gonna call it adult too, and then let whoever's looking for it buy it. It's more or less for me. I'm more or less worried about the keywords that I use. I'm trying to target the person that I feel like would wear the item that I'm selling, and that's what my keywords are for. As a guy that likes to work out, do you think bad habits and not being disciplined is bad for business? I.e., smoking, drinking, not eating right, not doing work, and putting off. Yes, I do. So this is the thing, right? I do eat like garbage because I don't have enough time to like meal prep and do things that I used to do. Like a couple months ago, I was eating a lot more healthier than I do now, but I don't eat as much as I used to. So I still got, a six pack. So I do feel like the discipline that goes into like actually working out crosses over to the discipline of working hard and doing your job on eBay. I don't know how many videos I got on YouTube where I have a shirt that says work harder on it or a hoodie on it that says work harder. That's a fitness that's a fitness shirt. But the concept, it resonates well with me because at the end of the day, nobody's going to come knock on my door and say, "Hey, bro, I just want to help you out. Can I do your listings today?" Nobody's doing that, right? So I got to put in the work. I'm the one that's got to do this. With the help of Almighty God, I get to wake up every day and do this stuff. So, right, I'm going to just grind it out and live out the opportunity that He's giving me. So, nobody's going to come help me. There is no cavalry coming. I'm a solopreneur, you know what I'm saying? So, you just got to be disciplined, man. People don't want to get up and go get on the treadmill and burn calories. People don't want to eat healthy, but at the end of the day, if you want to see results, you just have to do the work, and that's all there is to it. So, fitness discipline comes from a strong mindset. Entrepreneurial like success comes from a strong mindset. If I can make it through years in prison, bro, I can make it through anything, dude. Anything sweet. Because prison was not fun. You know what I'm saying? So what, I gotta get up and list 80 items on eBay every day. At least I'm not locked up and at least I ain't dead and I ain't strung out on drugs. So that's why I just do what I do, man, because God's blessed me in such an incredible way. To be able to sit on here and talk to 113 of you people about eBay, it's a very rewarding thing, man. Like I just really am. I'm just blown away by the opportunity that I have, all from selling used clothes on eBay. So, yes, discipline, smoking, stop that. Drinking, stop that. Don't do that. That's not going to help you. You're going to live a miserable life. You're going to be hungover. You're not going to have any wind. You know what I mean? You're trying to carry around items. You're going to get exhausted. You know what I mean? Eat healthy if you can. That's probably more important than not going to the gym. You can eat healthy and never go to the gym and look great. So um, try to make those priorities. And I'm preaching to the choir. I went to church I went to lunch with a guy that I go to church with today, and just found out he owns a meal prep company. So I'm gonna start using him to deliver me some meals. Um, Hi Marcus, I've learned so much from you. May I ask what made you leave daily refinement? Just we didn't see eye to eye anymore because I started my own Patreon, and they said that it was a conflict of interest, so they asked me to leave. So that's all there is to it. I'd have stayed in there forever if they let me. Uh, I'm so jacked after that rant. Huh? Somebody's got to get jacked. Things are going to be tricky over the coming months as I'm having an operation that will put me on my back for weeks. Listing will be interesting for sure. Yeah, yeah. You might want to get that draft bank beefed up right now. Um, do what you can. I'm an ex-con and Jesus has blessed me with a beautiful wife and two amazing children. So humbled. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Congratulations, bro. There is a way, man. You don't have to stay down in being an ex-con. There is life after the joint for sure. And he says, "Wow, sorry to hear that." Don't be sorry to hear that, man. It's probably the best thing that ever happened to me. You know what I mean? The thing with that group is it's a great group of people that really know what they're talking about. Tech and Chris are great dudes. Definitely no hate or love lost on my end. They were actually really respectful about it. You know what I mean? It's not like they were like, "You gotta go," like rah rah. It was very peaceful. Um, but with that being said though, all the information is out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not reinventing the wheel, nor am I like straight just what's the word somebody used, rewatering their content. My original group was just about accountability. All I was having people do was tell me what they were going to listen. I was making sure they were doing it. But people ask a lot of questions, so I just started answering all the questions. And I don't know everything still, so um, it is what it is. A conflict of interest for who? It's giving threatened. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hmm. Thanks for the Google Trends plug. Yep, it's a very valuable tool. Most businesses operate that way. Conflict of interest. I'm not. I'm so confused right now, guys. Um, most businesses operate that way. Which way? Hmm. Well, guys, I'm not sure what. I don't know what these last couple of comments mean, and without feedback from them, I can't really elaborate. But anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well. I've had to sign several non-compete contracts. Uh, yeah, I mean, I can understand if it was something like that. Like, I'm not giving away trade secrets or nothing, Miss Lachey. You know what I mean? Like, nothing that I learned in that group, nothing that I learned in that group was super like secretive. And stuff that I did learn in that group that was super secretive is still stuff that you can find just by listening to all the content that we put out. Um, there's tons and tons of information out there. Nothing is a secret. Um, I could understand if there was like information in there that was like super exclusive and like wasn't already available, but there wasn't. The thing that they talk about in there is how to list items faster, um, which I don't even list the way that they talk about in there, so it doesn't even matter for me. Let's see, what made it a conflict? Well, I guess because I'm trying to teach people how to sell on eBay, and they're trying to teach people how to sell on eBay, and they have a Patreon, and I have a Patreon, so it's like now we're direct competition. That's what the conflict of interest was. It's like two people opening up a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like they're selling food, I'm selling food. Like we can't be friends because we're both doing the same thing. I'm not getting tired. I just didn't understand what I didn't understand. It was a dot dot dot. So like you know what I'm saying? Like not trying to be like stupid or nothing. I just didn't understand what it was meaning. I'm not the sharpest tool in the crayon box or sharpest crayon in the tool shed. You know what I'm saying? James Ever Adoption Agency has been doing what solo videos. Jay does them all the time, but you're more organized. I don't know, James is pretty organized too, but in a different way. Like he uses bins and like shelves and things like that. All his stuff has a place, but I just like my stuff with a number on it. So like flipping through a bin to find like where my items is at, even if it is on the shelf, it's still a madness to me. Um, so James, he's got a lot of inventory and he knows there's a method to his madness. But for me, I need my items pre-bagged just so I can go right to it and keep it moving. Happy sales to you and everyone in here. Appreciate it as always. The help, guidance in the videos is always Marcus. Hey Dixon, have you or will you ever make a video on hard time you had to do and transitioning your life after? Sorry, I know it's a more personal question. I just don't think anybody cares about that. You know what I mean? Like that's not, uh, that video would not get views. So like I could do it and I've talked about it in several videos, but I think that people would be like, that's not what we're here for. You know what I mean? Like we're here to learn about reselling. We don't care about what happened to you in your past. So I just don't. I just don't do it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it. I personally don't think I'm a threat. Like our Patreon's got like 50 members in it. They got like 2,500. They're killing it. And by all means, if you ask me whose Patreon you should join, I'm gonna tell you to join theirs. So like, I mean, it's not in my best interest, but like, if you want to learn from somebody that knows what they're doing, them dudes been in the game decades. Tech's been in the game 15, 16 years. What can he teach you? What can I teach you that you know what I'm saying? It's like there's no competition at all, whatever. So it is what it is. Do you run into times where you decline offers, or do you determine as long as you make a decent profit, you can? So most of the time, if it's ridiculous, I counter, and then they'll either decline it or keep making offers until we run out of offers. You can accept or decline. Usually, I don't have the patience to sit there looking at this offer to time out on its own, so I'll decline an offer. Yep. So, all right, guys, I'm 26 minutes past my time. I got to get off here. I got to do a Bible plan. So, I will catch you guys on the next live stream. Next one is on Thursday. I got a video coming out tomorrow. Um, and then I got another video coming out Friday. So these next couple of videos are gonna all be like what sold videos, except for Friday is probably gonna be a day in the life video. Um, to to make the content and have videos come out while I go on vacation, it's gonna just be what sold videos for the next few videos. So hopefully you guys all have a good night. Thank you for everyone coming out, hanging out, and supporting. Really hope you guys have great sales, and that's gonna do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. Until then,